cheese. Well, I could read another letter, except Jake got cookie mush all over the paper. I guess I'll just have to play another song for you then. Unless you guys want to play one of these songs, do you? Brian, do you want to play the song? Oh. He's buggered off. He's vanished. What did I do? I didn't even do anything this time. I didn't say anything. Jake. What? Sometimes it just feels like you can't do anything right. Sometimes it feels like no matter how hard you try, you're just going to piss somebody off. Well, all right. I'm trying to think of an appropriately sad song that I could play for you. Nothing's coming to mind at the moment. Let's see. Well, I mean, we could write a sad song, I guess. Sadness, sadness. Sadness, sadness. Sadness is a feeling that you get sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Sadness is a feeling that comes sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Your friends don't like you. Your friends all left you. Your friends don't like you. They all left you because they're stupid, 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 mean, mean, mean friends. And you hate your friends. You really, really hate your friends. Oh, you really, really hate your friends. Deep in your heart and soul, you hate your friends. Oh, in your heart and your soul, you hate your friends. Oh, you hate your friends. Oh, it hurts inside. You hate your friends. Well, it makes you cry, you hate your friends. Oh, you wish they would die, you hate your friends. Thank you, 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 thank you. Oh, well, this has been a lot of fun. It was nice to have those guys back on for a little bit. I'm sorry they had to go, but let's read the final letter. Jake got disgusting, goobery slobber all over it. But I'm going to try to... Look at this. Can you even see this? It's like bits of... Ugh, look at that. Jake has got to be the least sanitary human being I've ever met in my life. Walking germ factory. Oh, this one's addressed to me. What do you think? What do you think about that? Dear Jamal from the Jubi Show, I need to talk to you about Holy Communion. The Holy Eucharist is the most important of the 7 sacraments, because in this and in no other sacrament we receive the very body and blood of... And then it gets cut off. In John's Gospel, Jesus summarized the reasons for receiving communion when he said, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you." Because of the gravity of Jesus' teachings on receiving the Eucharist, the Church encourages Catholics to receive frequent communion, even daily communion if possible. To receive... Ew, I have to move Jake's spittle to even read that. That's so disgusting. To receive communion worthily, you must be in a state of grace. Whoever, therefore, eats the bread or drinks the cup of the Lord in an unworthy state, and that gets cut off, but I can assume it's dire. I can only assume it's dire. If you receive Jesus juice and Christ's skin when you're not pure enough, you'll probably get very sick. I don't know, but let's see. Next, you must have made a good confession since your last mortal sin. A mortal sin is any sin whose matter is grave. Third, you must... Yuck. Ew. God, Jake. You must believe in transubstantiation. For anyone who eats and drinks without discerning the body eats and drinks judgment upon himself. Fourth, you must observe the Eucharist fast. One who is to receive the most holy Eucharist is to abstain from any food or drink, with the exception of water or medicine, for 1 hour. Finally, one must not be under any ecclesiastical censure, such as excommunication. Those who are excommunicated, there's just too much spittle here, I can't read that, blah, 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 provided one is, ew, all over. I've got influenza type swine pig flu. And finally, one must, you can't be excommunicated, blah, 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 provided one is in a state of grace and has met the above requirements. Catholics should receive the Eucharist frequently. Scripture is clear that partaking of the Eucharist is among the highest signs of Christian unity. For this reason, it is normally impossible for non-Catholics to take communion. Another reason that non-Catholics may not ordinarily receive communion is for their own protection. Since many reject the doctrine of transubstantiation, it could do serious harm to them. And then it gets cut off, and I don't know where that ends. Probably more with I remember reading this back when there was more of it. I don't know what happened to some of this email, but it's gone. I remember specifically seeing that taking communion when you're not a proper Catholic, it can result in death. In conclusion, don't eat my communion, Jamal. Yours, etc., Father Chamblo. Gosh, Father Chamblo. First of all, how did you know I had communion? Illicit communion. That was a long time ago. That was years and years ago that I snuck myself some communion. I got myself some Jesus skin at a Catholic church when I wasn't supposed to. There's even video of it somewhere. You can even see it somewhere. You can see there's footage of the church service, and you can see me get right up there and go to the front and take a little chunk of the Jesus flesh and eat it. I did it wrong because I don't know how to do it. I don't know anything about being a Catholic. I don't know anything about taking communion. I didn't stand there and wait for it like you're supposed to. I took it out of the Father's hand. That's your first tip off that you're giving communion to a sinner. And this is a true story. True story. The night after I did that, the night after I had my stolen, sinful communion, the receptionist at my chiropractor's had a dream that I was scheming on a plan to release Satan from hell. What does that say? What does that mean to you? Are you religious? Does that frighten you? Does that make you scared? Does that make you believe that me eating that evil, unholy communion really was a really dork thing to do? Beyond nerd, beyond dweeb, but just a huge dork thing to do. It doesn't creep me out. I think it's kind of cool that she had that dream. But then again, I've already been tainted, as they say, with an unholy communion. I don't really think there's much hope left for me. If you want to be a bird, it won't take much to get you there.